Hi yogis, what's up? My name is Maman. I'm a certified yoga teacher registered with American Yoga Alliance. And today, welcome to our beginner yoga series. So for the first session, we're going to introduce you the very first foundational yoga pose, cat and cow. In fact, in our series, we're going to have 12 yoga poses all together, and I will explain in detail. Cat and cow pose is a very nice pose for us to warm up our body, especially our spine. The first part, I'm going to show you the entire pose, how to do it fully without any props. And then I'm going to explain how to do it with the props in detail. Settle in a hands and knees position. So for this position, your hands, actually exactly your wrists are going to be under your shoulders and your knees are going to be under your hip bones. So separate your fingers wide and nice, and then you're going to make sure that your hands under your shoulders, as I said, and knees under your hips. And from here, take a nice deep inhalation, and you're going to look up into the sky or the ceiling if you're working out at home, and then push your chest forward, and as you can see, the tip of your tailbone is going to be shooting up towards the sky. So that's with an inhalation. So inhale. And exhale, you're going to round and look towards your navel. So at this time, you're going to push into the floor, vigorously. So let's put them together. Inhale, reach up. Heart open, look up. Exhale, round and look towards your navel. And then come back into neutral spine with your inhalation. So as you can see, each yoga block actually has 3 different heights. This is the first height. This is the second height, and this is the third or the highest height. So usually, if you are in cat and cow and if you have wrist pain, we choose the second height. Or you can even use 4 blocks and then 2 blocks together to support you at the second height. So for me, I have 1 pair of blocks, which are 2 blocks. I'm going to just use these 2. All right, so set these 2 blocks about shoulder distance apart so that when you place your elbows on top of the surface of the block, your elbows can be directly under your shoulders. So now your elbows are actually working as your wrists, okay? So place your elbows onto the blocks and then set your knees back. So you're doing the same thing actually as in the traditional cat and cow. You can interlace your fingers, inhale, reach up, your shoulders away from the ears, take your buttocks up towards the sky. And as you exhale, look towards your navel and your navel in, pulling it towards the spine. So really push into the blocks and push into the floor. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. You can stack the pillows so you have 2 pillows. Or if you have 2 bolsters, you can stack the bolsters so you have a higher foundation for you to do the pose, okay? So same thing, you place your elbows here, and then you do the same cat and cow pose. Another way is if you have a combination of blocks and bolster, you can do it. So place the blocks here, shoulder distance apart, and then you can put the bolster on top of the yoga blocks. So make sure that you incorporate your breath with your movements. All right, come back to a neutral spine, inhale. And if you do have a yoga ball at home or in your studio, feel free to use it. It's a fantastic tool to really assist in your poses. Let's invite our yoga ball friend here. Okay, so the same thing. You're going to set your knees under your hip bones and then you lean forward with your elbows on top of the surface of this ball, and then you do the same arching and rounding. This is not as extreme as the previous versions, but it works wonders for some people who really, have less flexibility, but you have the potential to really develop it, right? Okay, now inhale and exhale, look towards your navel and really push into your tops of your feet and your knees. If you don't have any of the props, and it's fine, you can use your fists. So you can make fists with your hands, like so. Knees under your hips, and we do the same thing. The most important thing is to incorporate your breath with your movement. That's key. So it doesn't matter like how big your movements are. It's very important to integrate breath with movement. If you have knee pain, you can place anything that's soft and supportive under your knees. Cat and cow can be practiced either on the mat, on the desk, or on the yoga ball. So let's give it a try. Just sit on the ball. Heels are still underneath my knees. I separate my feet hip distance apart. And my hands are on my shins. Now inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round, push your knees away. Inhale and exhale. Once you get a hang of cat and cow, you can practice it 5 times as a warm-up practice. If you feel like doing it, you can do even 10 to 30 times. So every day our body feels differently. So respect your body and take it really slow. Feel free to follow us, and we're going to be here providing you high-quality yoga instruction videos catering to beginners. And again, my name is Man, and namaste.